You're going to hear a whole lot of people saying a whole lot of times more in 24 because it rhymes and it's cute. And that's what we're going to be saying a whole lot of this year. So how many of you want more in 24 and do you know how to get it? All right. The best way to have more money in 24 is to have more parties, more datings, more bookings. So right now, we're going to do a roll call because you're here. So whether you're on the Champion Team Live page or whether you're in the Zoom, if you want more in 24, I want you to put in the chat or in the comments, more in 24, because we're going to start holding you accountable for this stuff. Okay. So you got to put more in 24. And then I'm going to give you a few pointers on how to start this amazing 75-hour booking blitz that we are having in Champion. Starts at 9 o'clock tonight, ends at midnight Sunday. And I'm not going to give you all the details for what goes on with that, but just let me tell you that Pam has come up with some amazing gifts for the parties that we book. And there'll be a jot form posted on Champion. You can fill out how many bookings you've got. There's a couple other fun questions on there. There's going to be drawings all the time. We're not going to wait till the end of the booking blitz. So get those every time you do parties, put them in there because you can fill out more than one jot form. There's no shipping. There's no anything on this. So just fill it out so that we can keep track of how many parties we got, because honestly, for every 10 parties, Pam's giving away something else. So the earlier you get in, the more chances you have to win all kinds of stuff. Now, here's a few guidelines. We're just going to give you a couple of things to remember. When you start to make your calls, when you start to send your messages or your texts, make sure your phone's charged. Make sure your laptop's charged, okay? There's cords for that. There's plugs for that. Make sure that you have gotten that far, because there's nothing more frustrated than getting into a good conversation with somebody and having to go, oh, my phone's going to die. Don't want that to happen, all right? You do not look like an organized person at that point. Now, the second thing is, if you're going to be dating parties with people, you need a calendar. All right. You need a calendar or a date book so that you know what you're doing, because you need to know where you can be and when you can be there. And we've had lots of trainings on making sure that you have your personal things in there. You know, if you know that you can't do Wednesday nights because you go to church or the kids have basketball, or that's just your designated family game night or something, don't book parties on Wednesday night. Don't do it. Okay. So that make sure that you have a calendar that has that stuff in there. And then you need a contact list. Now, there's going to be some things posted on Champion giving you some suggestions of people to contact. There's like a list of 100 people that you can contact. And I know that some of you are thinking, I've already contacted everybody I know. No, you haven't. You really haven't. And when you see this list, you're going to realize you haven't. So if you can't think of anybody to call, run down this list. And I challenge you to find at least 50 of the 100 people on there that, I mean, there's one of them's on there that's like your martial arts instructor. I cannot contact that person. But you know, there are people that you can contact. So don't give up whenever you see the list, just go with it. The other thing, I saw a really cool post on Facebook today, and it was just a post that said, I think this person had 3,500. I do not have that many friends on Facebook, but I have probably 1,200. And it said, yeah, so if you post, I have 1,200 friends on Facebook. Can I get 10 to 20 of you to host an event with me and get free Tupperware this month? This is a challenge to my friends. Okay. Hey, just put it out there. You never know. Somebody might go, oh, she's got that many people. I can be one of those. So once you start that contact list, okay, and once you know who you want to call, and make that list, don't just go, well, I'm just going to, do not start on the A's of your contacts, okay? Because that's where you've started every time. And by the time you get down to the C's, you're aggravated and you don't want to do it anymore. If you can't think of anything else to do, start in the middle of the alphabet. If that's where you want to go, start with K and go down or something like that. Don't start with A. Not a good thing, because you've already done that. So now we've got our contact list, we've got our calendar, you've got your phone charged. So let's get this blitz on the move, okay? I want you to know that you have to start a conversation. And that's one of the reasons that we're doing 75 hours, because the only person that's cute walking up to you or messaging you and saying, hey, do you want to buy? Or hey, do you want to have? Is an 8-year-old Girl Scout. Okay. I will buy cookies off of an 8-year-old Girl Scout that says, do you want to buy cookies? Anybody else? I'm like, really? That's your lead in line? No. All right. So you've got to start that conversation. And it doesn't have to be anything major. If it's somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, something as simple as, I saw your post on Facebook, or I was looking through old pictures, or I was talking to a friend the other day and your name came up. How have you been? Okay. How are you? How's life? How were your holidays? Something like that. Just start a conversation. Now, the Amy Gardner just texted me and said, what about cookies from a 15-year-old Girl Scout? Yeah, she's cute too, but they have to ask me. Okay. Anyway, and I really like mints. But anyway, that's neither here nor there right at this moment. So we've tried a couple things in those posts with the 100 people that you can tell. There's some conversation starters. There's also some things you can say when people give you the tried and true excuses that you know you're going to get. Now, two of my favorite ones are, oh, I already have so much Tupperware. I have enough Tupperware. And right now, especially with January, it's double host credit. They can get a ton more Tupperware. So if they say, I already have enough, I don't need any more Tupperware, I say that's fantastic, because we can use your free Tupperware to donate to your favorite charity. We can give it to a shelter. You can gift it to friends or somebody you know that's just starting out in their house. If you don't need any more, we can make somebody else really happy with your free Tupperware. You'll look great and it's not going to cost you anything. One of my other things is, especially this time of year, because for some reason there's this little bit of time in between. We just paid for Christmas and we haven't gotten our income tax back yet, right? Okay. And everybody's like, oh, I am so broke. All of my friends are so broke. I get it. All right. So just have a couple people over, invite a couple people to your Facebook event, and let me show you all the things we have under $25. All the things we have for less than a manicure, less than what you're going to pay for Starbucks for 4 days this week. Let me show you what we have. Just, just a little bit of back and forth with them. Don't get upset. And if they just flat out say, I don't want to do it right now, say, I totally understand. Everybody's busy. And how about, how about February? Or we have another big month, get them interested in coming back another time. Then we did do this, okay? There is a video on cooking with Tupperware, and it's the host gift special in the catalog. It's the modular mates Bonnie was talking about, the signature series and the other 4-piece set. So it's the 8-piece set, and you can use it all through this catalog. There are no prices, there are no sales talked about. It's just the host gift special. So if you want to, and it's on Cooking with Tupperware so that you can share it. You can share it in Messenger, you can send it in a text, you can put it on your Facebook VIP group or on your, business page, because that way you can show people what they can get for free and why they want it, because they really, really do. So then the last couple things that you need to do are the follow-up. All right. When you talk to people, if somebody says, okay, that sounds great, I'm going to have a party for you on the 19th. Guys and ladies and people in Tupperware, do not wait till the 18th to get back with those people. Okay. They have totally forgotten that they said they were going to do anything by that point. You need to get with them immediately. As soon as they tell you they're going to have a party this month for your booking blitz, send them a catalog, send them flyers. If you don't have physical ones, then send them something in Messenger or in a text. Make sure they get, and just send them something conversational. Okay, we've got to get that art of conversation back. We are not all about sales. We are about helping them save the money, the taste, the waste. We have to keep that in mind. Okay, it's not all about I need a $500 party. It's about you need this in your home. So send them things every couple of days. I'm so excited about your party. How many people have you invited? I'm starting your group on Facebook, or I can't wait. What would you like me to make at your house whenever I come? You know, let's pick a theme. Just stay in contact with them. And then the thank you. And the thank you is important, whether they have said, yes, I'll have a party or an event with you, or whether they've said, no, thank you. Because when they say no, your job is to say, thank you so much for at least talking to me about Tupperware. And do you happen to know somebody else that might be interested in free Tupperware? Or, you know, I just want to thank you for supporting me, even with just maybe sharing my posts if you see them on Facebook, or telling other people that I'm your Tupperware lady. Make sure you thank people. They want to feel appreciated. You like to feel appreciated, and so do they. So we've said all of this to say this: 75-hour dating blitz starts at 9 o'clock tonight. There will be posts out that you can look at that will have ideas for you, that will have all kinds of word suggestions. And you can always talk to, you know, your upline or your Tupperware friends and find out what they say to people about other things, because this is a buddy system. Get together with the other people that you know in Tupperware. And if you don't know anybody that's in this group, message them on Facebook. They'll answer you. We're a friendly bunch, okay? And start working together, you guys. The way to get more in 24 is for us all to work together and make this happen at the same time for everybody. My customers aren't your customers. So if I help you, you're probably not going to sell to my sister. And if you are, I'm doing something super wrong, okay? So just make sure that we all are working together. And there'll be a jot form. Don't forget to fill out that jot form when you do parties. You can do every time you get one, you can do it every time you get 4 or 5. So make all those suggestions. One of the things that's going to be out there is a form with, I think it's 10 names and like the address and what they said and stuff like that. Don't print off one of those. Print off about 10 and just keep calling over the weekend. All right, Christmas is over. People are home. They're looking at those cabinets and they're going, I don't know what to do with this stuff. All right. I need to get organized. That is the biggest, besides losing weight, which there's that. But organization is the biggest New Year's resolution that people have. They want to get organized, and you have the perfect tools to help them. So more in 24. Let's do it together, and let's have fun with this booking blitz. Make it fun.